Check one, two, check, 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 check. Check one, check, 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 check. Where am I at? There I am. Yay. Do this again. Kill all the chrome. Bye bye, chrome. Alright. Okay. Saving video. That's fine. That's fine. It's just this camera. Encoding overloaded. What? Hmm. Interesting. I've got restore. Let's see what's going on here. OBS is throwing a shit fit. What's going on with OBS? Let's change affinity. What's up, Vince? OBS is being a little bitch right now. It's all, I'm overloaded, I can't work. So, I'll give it an extra processor and see if it shuts up. What's up, on Rise? Yeah, it seems that OBS is bitching for some reason. And it hasn't bitched before, but it is now. So, I'll just give it all the cores for a minute, let it settle down. It's got high priority too, and I don't have Fusion running. But let's give it all the cores. Wow, it is being a fucking hog today. What's the deal? Why is OBS being so bitchy today? Yeah, it's eating up 33% of all 12 cores. I don't know why it's being a bitch. What's up, Mike? I'm gonna change my encoder preset to ultra fast. See what kind of shit that does to my processor. I don't know what it's going to do to the stream, but didn't seem to make much difference on my processing power. Why are you being a bitch? Oh, man. I'm not going to scale it down below 720. I'm going to pause the stream for just a second, guys, so I can make a quick change. Should be back. I took a little resource off my system too by doing that. Hopefully the quality's still okay. I am going to adjust the video because I can gain some processing power by doing some video adjustment. Okay. Hopefully that's a little bit better. What's up, Minnesota? Did that help at all, guys? Is the video coming across clean now? It certainly lowered my processor abuse that I was getting. Setting Infinity again too. I think I'm going to change the way Infinity's configured on this. See if that works. Looks fine there. I don't even know if it needs as much power as I've given it now, because I changed it to the encoding to 16. The video downscaling down to 16-bit instead of 32-bit, and I changed the encoder also, and I dropped the audio down from 144 to 128. And it certainly released a lot of processes. So we'll just run with this and call it good. What's up, everyone? Kinda got that shit knocked out. What up? So, as an update, as you probably gathered from the title of today's stream, let's see, we are probably going to start the design for Marines. I did finish the Navy. Let me go ahead and pull it up so you guys can see what the final product looked like. And I guess you need to see the desktop. So let's get the desktop pulled up for you guys. Alright, I mean, let's get Fusion pulled up for you guys. And I will show you what is printing right now, which is the Navy dead hand. I did, by the way, finish print on the silver jet hand Air Force, but I printed it on the A5. Let me go ahead and pull this. Is this combined? Yeah. while that's pulling up, I did go ahead and print this, but I printed it in that good silver, but I printed it on the A5, which has some echoing issues. So you can see, especially from the rivets, you can really see the echoes. But all in all, I mean, it looks much better in silver than it did in blue by a mile. Even though I'm still going to offer it in that blue. But I just think the silver came out awesome. So, and it does have the pass-throughs in there from the gears and stuff still. So it came out pretty awesome. I will reprint it. Hopefully the video's better for you now, Raz. But yeah, that's the silver print. Of course, I'll reprint again on... Yeah, I agree. I mean, you compare... I mean, now the blue was printed on the Ender, so there's no echoing, so the print is a million times cleaner than it is on the A5. But, I mean, you compare trying to see the detail and figure out what it's holding on this one versus this one, where you can really make out like all the gears inside, even though there's a lot of echoing happening in there. But you can really make out the flaps and the gears and everything. So, I guess I could show you the same side. Ooh, Vanna White style. But yeah, Air Force is good. So, but Caitlin wants me to still offer it in this blue. Now, I did find some. Is the stream pausing, or is it just my playback on my iPad? Because I'm showing full stream up, but my iPad's saying that it's locked up. Yep, it is what? Yep, it is pausing, or it's still playing and it's all good. Paused, you had to refresh. Okay. Strange. Okay, well, do me a favor, guys, because I'm not keeping an eye on it that much. Still good for you? Okay. Just let me know if it pauses, if it keeps pausing, and I'll go back and I'll just kill everything and start over. Reboot or something. You're watching at 480. I've got it playing at 720 on my iPad. So, okay. So, back to this. I'll show you all the final Navy design that is printing right now. I know everybody's excited, right? Woo! Woo! Here is what I did for the final Navy design. Now, I don't know. I had to create all of this, which sucked. Creating this really sucked. Really sucked. And I did all of this detail and everything, and all the fillets and everything, and these little things, and of course I made all the chain and all that, and it's only like 40 millimeters tall total, so I don't even know if it's going to show up, all that detail. But this is what we got. So the anchor coming through here, I've got this finger going under that anchor piece, and this finger is just barely kind of on it. This finger I tried to make go over it like it was sitting on top of the anchor there, but it looked funny, and then I was like, well, it can't go the same place because then the fingers would be way up here. So I decided to press this finger into the rope to make it look like the anchor was actually pushing the finger into the rope, or the finger was intertwined in the rope. So, and then this side, it's just got the little ring for the anchor. sticking out. It's pretty much all that's on this side. But yeah, that's the design. Yeah, so it came out nicely. It's printing in silver right now on the Ender. Yeah, I actually had to redo a lot of this because I scaled the whole thing up. So like I had to redo the entire chain after I scaled it up because it wouldn't scale up properly. I could scale the sketch up and everything, go back in the timeline and scale the sketch up to, you know, make the whole extrudes and everything blow up proportionally. But it didn't work when I scaled up the chain ring along with it because that was based on a revolve feature. And apparently you can't go to the previous sketch, modify something that has a revolve, and the revolve adjusts to it. So I just, you know, redid it. What I did is I made the circle 5 times bigger than what it was because everything had to be scaled up 5 times. So I made the circle 5 times larger, and then I scaled the chain sketch that I did, the 2 links, and then I created a new revolve at the proper scaling. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this navy one. And it doesn't look like I don't know how it's going to work out here, but here's the support structure for it. It's really not much support. Just basically the knuckles and where the bones get kind of horizontal, which is pretty much the same on every one of these prints. I was worried that all these rope undercuts were going to cause issues. Now, if I did automatic generation, it did try to put some supports underneath these ropes because there are places where the ropes, like here, where it, you know, it's technically the gap between the ropes. But these are buried in there, and they're so tiny. I think it's going to be okay. Even if they did droop down, they're way back in the print. You're not going to see them. So I'm not too worried. At least that's my hope. We'll find out. But yeah, creating this emblem, it's just a nightmare, man. Doing all of this stuff, you know. But whatever. It's not perfect, but I mean, it's perfect in the design. It's not perfect in my extrusions. But I kind of had to make some creative choices. And I don't even know if it's going to show up. I'm pretty sure this chain is going to not work. I'm pretty sure the chain's going to kind of fail. So what I might have to do is remove the whole chain section and make it just the inside of this, which will allow me to blow this up like 20% larger if I lose the detail. That's my option. So I already have a plan just in case. So yeah, that's what happened, man. That's where we're at. So since this all came out nicely, I have an idea in mind already for what I'm going to do with the Marines one. I did order some new filaments too, just because, you know, I haven't ordered enough shit. I've got to completely fuck my life up by trying to break like 15,000 this year on Amazon. So I did order some new filaments. I'll show you guys. I found these Paramount filaments, which are actually Pantone matched to the actual military colors. So like I wasn't happy with this olive green. So, but I did find the military green, which I'll be printing it in, which is a very sexy, deep military tank green, which is what I wanted. So I'm looking forward to that. I ordered this khaki. I really think that this navy one with the rope, I really think that khaki is going to lend well to this particular one because of the rope. And of course, khaki's in all branches, so that works out. The stealth gray, I'm hoping that this might work in place of the black to give me a really cool flat black that's kind of that stealth color, because that'll actually help show the angles and planes and curvatures better, I think, if it's a flat stealth black, not a jet black. So I'm looking forward to getting this one in. And then I did order this iron red, which is the marine red color, which is just a gorgeous red, kind of a scarlet red. So those are some of the colors that Caitlin and I picked out to order earlier. Of course, they won't be in until next Tuesday, which sucks. Normally I try to order filaments that are 2-day shipping, but, you know, I needed to get the right filaments for this, so I'll wait till Tuesday. We'll see how those work. They also have a couple other colors like Battleship Gray, a Cadet Blue, and then a Fighter Jet Blue. So we'll see how those work out. I did not order those 4 colors, though. I just ordered the ones that I mentioned to start off with. So, having gone through all that, I need to go to Turbo Squid because I do not want to recreate this marine part of it. The marine part, I actually, and I don't want to pay a fortune, but I do need to find one that's got a license. Let's just go like $20 max. I don't want to pay more than 20 bucks for a model if I don't have to. And I'll need to find one that's embossed nicely. That doesn't have the thing going through it, preferably. I'm not liking any of these at all so far. Oh, I forgot. I've got the screen moved over a little bit on you guys. Sorry, I'll move this in your view a little bit better. So I just want to find a nice globe that's got a great embossing on it. I'd rather not have to create the shell, but that actually works. It's only 15 bucks. We'll take a look at that one. It depends on the license too, obviously, right? Of course, if I can find one that's free. I'm not even checking to see. That's an object. What was the other one I grabbed? It's an object. Okay. Those are object files. I'm just going to sort by price. And it needs to be, of course, you know, fully. It needs to be object, but it needs to be fully royalty free with all extended uses. So I don't get into any trouble. Well, let's take a look at this first free one that I found. To me, or do those kind of look funny? See, I don't want something too detailed either. That's the other catch. The less detail, the actual better it is for me. And this is royalty-free, all extended licenses. So that will work. Maybe. I'll take a look at that one. Let's take another look at the Marines logo. Let's go with this one. Okay. So technically they have the lines in there, but not many of them. Not sure how. You know what? I'm going to try this one. Well, let me look. Let me just finish searching through here. I mean, if that one works out and it's free. Hey, what's up, Rover? If that one works out and it's free, then, you know, awesome, right? But look at these. But I can make the lines and save me $5. That's just in a max file, so I can't use that one. Let me do a search instead of globe. I'll look at Earth. That's all sciencey, spacey shit. It's a max file. It's got to be an object file. Well, let's just, this one's free. Let's pull it down and see what happens. 'Cause, I mean, I can search here all night, but this might actually work out for all I know. C-hand. Maybe. I tentatively just called it rope hand just because I couldn't come up with anything, which I think is kind of silly, but C-hand may work. That's a contender. Okay, let's start with the base, as always, because the base is all ready to go. And then let's bring a new design in. So I like to import new designs into no, it's got to be two, or it's got to be something hand. I like to import these on a separate file, so I'm not messing with the... So if I need to go back and modify something, I can just do it without having to deal with all the changes in, you know, you get it. You know what I'm saying? locate Earth continent. Let's just go with that. Ah, see, these aren't really even on the file. It is a separate object grouped together as one, though. That's interesting. So does that mean I could... Oh, I'd have to convert it first. Okay. I'm not going to use this file, but what I am going to do is go ahead and import this in here. Only so I can see, without buying anything first, if my idea is even going to be feasible. If what I want to do is going to work. So, scale this down. I don't know how much yet. Quite a bit. Let's just call it 0.4 and see what happens for now. Actually, that's too small. Let's call it 0.6. No, that's too big. Let's call it 0.5. Whatever. Let's just go with that for this. That's too big. But anyway, let's go ahead and just move this into position. Oh, that's right. That's annoying. Okay. I'll just move the holder over to it. I'm going to undo all of this. So. Just want to see if it's even going to work at all first. Got ball. I got ball. Did I? Oh, I didn't turn off my design history. Why are you boarding, you fucker? I wish it would tell you why it does that. Okay, well, I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. So I'm going to undo all of that crap. So we're back to our starting position. I'll figure out why this thing is not letting me modify this damn object. Fine, fuck you. Oh, I need to give Fusion its own fucking processors. I forgot about that. Let me go knock that out real quick. Let's see. What did I give OBS? I gave it different processors this time. I gave OBS 0, 2, 4, and 6. So, Fusion, come here. I'm going to give you 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's it. I'll leave 11 for the system to have. Dot object. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind the next time I run that search. I mean, most of them have objects. The majority of them have objects as an option. Okay, OBS has got plenty of resources now. So, I didn't want to do that. Because it's going to grab it like that. See, it's got a lot of triangles in some places that it doesn't need to have. It's got these lakes and shit in here. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna let me... Yeah, I didn't think so. I need to thicken this, what I need to do. No, not gonna let me thicken it, so... Oh, Fusion, don't start doing this shit already. Work with me, buddy. I don't want to waste too much time with this particular object. It's just a pain in the ass to work with. You know, I'm curious. I never use these, but I do know that there's... Hang on. Excuse me. Let's see if maybe I can find one just for shits and giggles before I go and start doing all this shit. See if I can find a globe in Fusion 360. Wait a second. Did I just find the fucking Marines logo? Oh my god, they've got the Marines logo. So... Let me check their terms of use. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the terms of use on AutoCAD's site because they actually have the Marine logo already made. Saved me a hell of a lot of time. Okay. So, according to the Autodesk forum, by uploading, emailing, posting, publishing, or otherwise transmitting content to any forum or submitting any content to Autodesk, which I'm looking at, you acknowledge that such submission is non-confidential and automatically grant or warrant the owner that the owner of such rights has expressly granted to Autodesk a perpetual royalty-free, fully paid up, irrevocable, non-exclusive sub-license through multiple tiers, and right to license to use, reproduce, modify, adapt, publish, perform, and display whether public or otherwise, transmit and distribute such submission in any form, medium, or technology now known or later developed. In addition, you're warned that so-called moral rights in the content have been waived. For each submission you represent, and warned that you have all rights necessary for you to grant licenses granted in this section. And that submission, oh my god. Does that mean I can use it? Sounds like they were protecting themselves, not anyone else. Sounds like they totally indemnified themselves from any sort of repercussion of using it. Yeah, I know, right? Unfortunately, I read it. Especially when I'm doing something like this that I'm going to be selling. I want to make damn... That's why I emailed the damn military branches. I want to make damn sure that I'm in compliance. Five, 3, 8, 4... Okay. Can I download it now? Nope. Non-commercial uses only. That's okay. It's not that big a deal. That does suck though, because that was a... You know, they had the whole damn Marines logo right there in a fucking Fusion 360 file. Which is funny because they can't technically block me from using the Marines logo because they don't open, no matter what their terms of agreement says, according to the Department of Defense, they can't own that. They have to have express permission. So technically that drawing, that CAD file shouldn't even be on there unless Autodesk has express permission from the military to have that file on there. They're actually the military's pretty, their document's pretty detailed on that stuff. They can't claim ownership of somebody's brand. But that's okay. There were other Earths. There were other globes over here that were a little bit better. This one... Don't really like that one very much. I saw a better one. Searching globe. I thought I opened it. It was like a $10 one that I saw. There was that $5 one too. I mean, yes, I could recreate this myself. But that would, yeah, here we go. That would be a real pain in the ass, though, because I'd literally have to shape it. Let's take a look at this one. I don't really care what the color is. I don't really like that one. I like this one the best. It's already nice and thick. Really like this one the best so far. These are actually raised off, you can tell. This looks like it's just got a wire mesh around it. And the continents are raised off the globe. See, I don't want that. I might as well just use this one. If I could figure out a way, because this is where stuff gets look. If I could figure out a way to just get a thicken to apply to this model, then I wouldn't have to worry about shit then. But you can't seem to thicken it. Because thicken is for a face. So what I need to do is I actually need to get this to act like a come on, select it. It won't extrude. It wants me to select every face. Because it can't extrude, right, because it can't extrude. What happens if I just do that? Oh, that's going to be a... Okay, it won't let me do more than one at a time. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and do all of those. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a little trick. Oops. I hope I spell it right. Someone has asked this and solved it. So it says I can use Mesh Mixer to do it. Okay. Okay, I've got Mesh Mixer. I've got Mesh Mixer. Okay. select. I guess I could select the whole thing. Or I guess I could thicken the whole thing. I really only want to select. Where's my view of objects browser? It's all one object. Okay. So I can actually do, is it analysis to generate face groups? Let's do I know how to do a few things in Mesh Mixer. I'm still learning it. You know, I can probably just actually do this and then, because it's separating out the water. So, but I separate shells. What does that do? Oh, no. No. Oh, wait. Maybe. Yeah, I've used Mesh Mixer for various things now. Look at that. It's fucking awesome. Okay, so now I should be able to select all of these. Ooh, I hate it when my cigarette's smoldering. And I can combine these to a single object again. That is a single object, so okay, here we go. So I'm going to do, I need to do a select all. Do an extrude. The hell is that? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Preserve groups. It's not looking very pretty right now, is it? Ah. That's weird. Hey, you want to see? Look, it's like if the Earth blows up. This is the issue that I have with Mesh Mixer, is it tends to want to constrain things and redefine things in a manner that doesn't work. You know what I mean? So cancel this. See, it's not really so much an extrude that I need to do as it is just a thicken. I'm just curious, what happens if let's just go ahead and export this out. Um, uh, okay, well, let's actually, before I do this, let's reduce this mesh Because I already know that it's bitching about the size of this mesh. It's currently got 30, just under 35,000 triangles. Max deviation.
How's it going, guys? Angus here from Makers
What?
Videos. In today's video, we are checking out the latest.
I don't. Thank you, Angus. Appreciate the help, but I'm okay right now. Let's see, 34.9. That is pretty severe. That was a little too much. Let's boost that again. I need to make this max deviation. I need the max deviation to be much smaller. Maybe 0.15. Let's go with 0.1. I'm not sure about this. Okay, let's just export this. Really? Oh. I just need the name of the file. Then we'll change it to STL. I do want to check real quick and see if it would by any chance let me convert. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's already looking a lot more workable. Hmm. Oops. Yes. Okay. Come watch me suffer from trying to figure out how to do this stuff. That I think that's more what it's like. I need to see if okay, I need to look up something. I need to see if okay. Pretty sure I cannot do a thicken on this. I think I need to take this into the patch environment. Maybe I can? Eight bit ASCII object. Oh, come on, man. I get real frustrated, man. The only way I get this to work is by honestly just going in. They're popping off fucking fireworks again. By going in and watching a shitload of videos as I'm trying to do them. Honestly, it's the only way I get this stuff to work. I mean, look how long it took me, like 8 hours to get a rope done. Seriously, man. It's, I mean, I've only been using this thing for like 3 months now. And I feel like that, I mean, once I learn the tools and the order to do things, I'll get faster and better at it, obviously. But it's stuff like this. It's especially stuff like this, trying to bring something in. Like I could go in and make a cheesy outline of the continents and slap it on there, but then I'd have to figure out how to, slice it with a sphere, which I could probably do, but nonetheless. Okay, so fillet's the only thing it's going to let me do there. That's not going to do any good. Sorry, man. This is a job for Patch. I know it is, but how? Okay. Let's look up Fusion 360. How to extrude? How to extrude on a sphere. Objects on a sphere. Well, I know how to do that part of it. I know how to do that. Seriously, come on. Um... How to extrude 3-plane object. Okay, Fusion 360. How to quicken a um yeah, I know about that. Son of a bitch. Okay, let me check one more thing before I just give in and buy this other object. Just almost where I'm at. I do have plans, by the way, for that's a pretty good one. And it's only $3. Nope, it's editorial use only. Nope, definitely don't want that. That sucks. That was a good little object. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, man, I could have probably made this by now. Hmm. Why has it got to be $15? I mean, theoretically, I could come in here and grab all of these faces and extrude them inwards to get the thickening that I needed. It would just be tedious because I'd have to do each one. I don't want to do that. That's a lot of silly work. I'm going to move this over a little bit because this seems to be kind of maybe that'll be a little better. I'll stop cutting stuff out of y'all's view. See, this is a good one, but it's $15, but it is... It's like the last one that I bought. That damn rope, I didn't even use it because I ended up making it myself. But this would be a little more tricky to build this on a sphere. It's one thing to build a rope and, you know, just be able to revolve it, but building the planet is... Let's see, Fusion 360. What file formats does this come in? FBX, 3D Studio, and Object. No, I'd have to extrude them all because otherwise they try to print in thin air. And they're all really going to be, for the most part, they're all mostly going to be visible. I'm just going to go ahead and buy this one. Screw it. Let me show you what I'm going to... before I actually buy it, I'll show it to you. I'll show you what I'm looking at. It's a full royalty-free all extended uses license. But see, it's nice and thick. It's got all the depth already built into it and everything. It's already been extruded. And for 15 bucks, it could save me, you know, hours of work. I think it's a good model. Time is money. I've got a lot of other designs that I want to do. I mean, obviously, I still have to finish. Oh, Caitlin won't care. She's totally behind this project. She's even stated that she would be willing to go back and paint the logos on all of these herself to help improve sales. I mean, she's kind of full on board. I think she's confident that this is going to make some money, so. All right, I bought it. I'm downloading all the file formats since I bought it, so I might as well get all the file formats. It's 123 meg worth. Which means I can close out some of this other stuff that's eating processing power. Well, if I could get 3D printing in multicolor, that would be great. But it's just not in the cards right now. Oh, did I really kill the download? Jesus. I closed the damn file that was downloading it. Duh. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do is like you know, we offer like the Army one. We've already sat down and decided what 3 colors we're gonna offer each branch in. So every branch is gonna have the silver that I've been printing in, the silver, along with black. Now, whether I use this black or if this new stealth gray, which is basically like a stealth black, whichever one of those works out better, that's what we'll use. We've decided that we're going to offer the Marines in the red one, I mean in gold and red also, so they'll have 4 color choices. That deep red that I ordered, plus I've got some gold, because their colors are gold and red. The Navy one is going to be obviously silver black, and we're going to offer it in blue. The Army one, silver black, and the new dark green that I'm getting. And then the Air Force one, silver black and blue. So the Marines will actually have an extra color. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I look what's popular on Thingiverse and make sure you look for something that has a license that allows you to print and sell it. That's the catch. This is where I have issues a lot of times trying to, you know, get my files and stuff in order, is making sure that I'm not violating a license by reselling it. So, but yeah, I'm not sure. If there was, believe me, if there's one that I knew would sell that would be an easy print, believe me, I'd be printing it. But I'm sure there is stuff. I just don't know what it is. What else is called? Geographical something zip. Okay. Oh, maybe I did download. Oh well, I downloaded it twice. Okay. I guess it downloaded it first time before. Whatever. It did used to be Spinners. Spinners was all the craze. I've never tried to import an FBX before, so I'm going to extract that because I want to try it. I know I can import an object file, but I do want to try to import an FBX and see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. Don't save. Go ahead and close this, don't save. We're going to do a new one. Which kind did I say it was? SVX, is that what I said it was? FBX. I think this has to go through a hole. There's a way to do this, and I don't remember what it is. Let me look this up, because I forgot how to do it. There you go. Why are you coming back as a result if you're not even? You go. Got all sorts of ideas coming in. Hey, Michael, what's going on? That's funny because it says I can import an FBX specifically. Okay. Hang on. Ah. I need to be in one of my folders. Oh yeah, I have to be in one of my folders. Sex toys is actually a really good thing to, if you want to try and print stuff to sell online. You just have to make sure you're sanitary and safe about the materials you use. But it actually is a way to go. And I would actually be fine with starting a side company up and doing that myself, because that'd give me some fun stuff to test out. Decals, and you got to do 500 of them at 2 hours per 50. Yeah, that looks like a full day's work for you. Full 20 hours there. That is the way to go if you're going to mass produce something, and I'm actually trying to figure out a way to resin cast all of these. It's complicated as hell to resin cast this particular shape. It requires a 3-part mold. And while I understand the concept of doing molds and I feel comfortable that I could pull off a 2-part mold, 3-part mold is a whole nother creature. Okay, so I got an STL here, so let's see what this STL looks like. How does an STL work? Since I've never messed with one. Oh, that is fucking awesome, guys. Look at that shit. That's exactly what I want. It's all one big, massive mesh body. Okay, this is a lot of mesh bodies. Shit, seriously? Yeah, money well spent. Money a little too well spent. I mean, Jesus, how many of these bodies are there? Oh my god, dude. There's 2,008 bodies. Well, okay. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to cough in your face. I think I'm going to just have to go through here and, like, drag, select, and delete some of this shit. Certainly don't need all of these islands. You're certainly not going to see these on the print. You know what? I should not have done any of that. I need to make all of these solid objects before I go fucking with all of this. Yeah, whatever. Fucking do it. You air out on me. Encountering. Fuck you, you're not encountering performance problems, you bitch. And that is we are gonna start eventually move into, you know, that kind of stuff. Let's go into model. Godzilla. Godzilla! Hmm. Yep, I know. I swear to God, if you try to make me hit this 2,008 fucking times. Yes, there will be a solid there. Yeah. Now I'll tell you this. This print is taking its time. I think it's gonna look really good. I really hope those little details come out. I'm happy to delete California. All of X.1's families in California and Washington. I don't mind deleting those two. Oh. I hope this works. Welcome to Jason's Late Night Design. I'm your host. I can't think of a good name. Dirk Diggler. Coming to you live. Yeah, I think this might take a little while, but that's okay. I don't mind. It'll be worth the wait if it works, right? I mean, I did spend $15 on it too, so. Fusion's got itself 7 cores, I think, to work with. So, no, I gave Fusion 6 cores. I left 1 for the everything else. OBS has 5 cores, Fusion has 6, and 1 core for the rest of Windows to run on. Gacko Werner. Meanwhile, when I was a wee lad, I cut the tag off of a mattress. I'm bad. I'm real bad. What movie was that from, guys? I'm bad. Oh yeah, I'm bad. You know those tags on the mattress that says "Do not remove under penalty of federal law"? Well, I took my knife and I cut one off. Yeah, I'm bad. Real bad. Oh, this could take a while. I do have something while I'm waiting, because I have a feeling this is going to take a few minutes. So, oh, look. Here, I'll switch the screen for a little while this is doing its shit. Look what came in. I have a box. Do you know what's in the box? I'll give you a clue. Oh, you see that? That's right. That's right. Tis a Castle Linear Plus. I'm going to close my browser out to release a few processes. Yep. But I do have something else I need to take care of while we're waiting for this process to... I'll even turn the camera into the forbidden side of the garage that you all don't get to see. Because I have a... See, this is... I'm going to make this clear, guys. This is just 2 weeks. All those boxes over there. I need to cut all those boxes down. And yes, virtually every one of these is a fucking Amazon box. I wasn't kidding when I say I spend like $15,000 a year on Amazon. This one's not Amazon. That's what the A5 came in. I gotta break all that shit down. Oh, it pays off for me. It's funny. The first year I had Prime, spent like $250, $300. Second year I spent like $2,000. Third year I spent like, I don't know, $7,000. Now we're literally getting up into the $12,000 to $15,000 a year range.